Bird's Eye, made from 100% chicken breast. Winner winner chicken dippers for dinner.
So here we come, here we come. Here we come, here we come. Here we come, here we come. Here we come, here we come.
Treat your someone special to a luxury meal for two with Super Value signature tastes. Choose a heavenly main, 2 tasty sides and a delicious cake for only €10. Plus, pick up a bottle of Love Malbec for only €12. Believe in Super Value signature tastes.
The Sky sale is now on, so get award-winning Sky TV and ultra-fast broadband.
Well, that's nice.
Together from an incredible €50 a month.
I think you've got exactly what we need.
Enjoy our best ever Wi-Fi and stream all the TV you love in one place. Easy.
The whole world is in your grasp.
Save big with Sky TV and ultra-fast broadband from just €50 a month for 12 months. Search Sky 50.
Welcome to Castle Rock, where misery loves company.
She's got crazy in her eyes, that one. Even her own daughter looks afraid of her.
They will try to make you one of them, so they can use you and own you and throw you away. But I won't let them. I'll throw my blame body between you and anybody.
Same town, new secrets.
My nephew's missing. He went to your cabin last night.
Castle Rock, Season 2 double bill starts tonight at 9:30 on RTE2 and RTE Player.
Welcome back. The main news this evening. The European Commission President has admitted there were errors and unnecessary delays in rolling out COVID-19 vaccines across EU member states. Ursula von der Leyen also acknowledged that mistakes were made when the Commission attempted to trigger the Northern Ireland Protocol last month. Holidaymakers breaching public health restrictions are set to face fines of €2,000 as the government considers new plans to penalise non-essential international travel. New legislation to deal with mandatory quarantine will also be brought to Cabinet next Tuesday.
The family of a man who died last month from COVID-19 has urged the public to stay the course with public health restrictions until the virus is beaten. Des Manahan from Waterford was well known in theatrical and musical circles and spent much of his life on stage.
Des Manahan lived to perform. Probably the only thing that could beat his love of the theatre was his love for his family.
He would say himself he would love going out on stage and hearing an audience's reaction to him. So when he was here down at Theatre Royal, the audience, when they recognised him and you'd hear that reaction to him coming on stage, and he always loved that. His last one would have been Cats, so he would have been Gus the Theatre Cat, which was, plenty of people have said it recently, that it was sort of almost, if you sat down to write a part for my father, that would have been it. It is my dad, and he was, again, he loved every second of that.
Des and his wife Mona touched many hearts in 2017 when they spoke on The Late Late Show about their near 60-year marriage.
I thought the idea would be if I was to woo her with a song, which at that time was Nat King Cole's They Tried to Tell Us We're Too Young.
Des was the picture of health for most of his 86 years. But COVID struck in December and Des died on January the 22nd last.
He'd spoken to Mom earlier that day, just said that he was really tired and he wanted to go to sleep, and in the end that's what he did do. It's tough because you don't get to be with them, you don't get to see them.
These are difficult times, but the Manahans don't want others to suffer.
This does kill people, and it's just to get normal back, we just need to, dig deep and to try and just to stay with it. We're nearly there. It'd be great if we could just persevere that little bit longer.
Conor Kane, RTE News, Waterford.
Now, Ivana's here with all of the day's sports news.
Thanks very much, Katrina. Good evening. The French doctor who suggested Johnny Sexton had suffered up to 30 concussions during his career has apologised to the Ireland captain. Sexton said he was saddened and shocked by claims made about his health as the build-up to Sunday's must-win Six Nations game against France continues.
Johnny Sexton and concussion. Again, for some, it's a hot topic ahead of a big match. With France coming here this weekend for what is now a must-win game, the Ireland captain's fitness is once more firmly in the spotlight. He left the field against Wales late on, and today he didn't hold back on what he makes of it all.
I'm pretty saddened and shocked by the inaccurate reports that were thrown out yesterday, I think it was. We've been here before, Michael, and it's very frustrating. And you know, for me, I just think it's totally inappropriate that a doctor that I have seen many years ago now felt it was appropriate to come out and talk to whoever it was and say those things. It's inaccurate and highly inappropriate. And yeah, I'm pretty disappointed.
Sexton's comments come after a prominent neurologist, Dr. Jean-Francois Sherman, was quizzed on French radio. During this interview, he spoke about the Irish captain and rugby's return to play protocols.
I thought there was a patient-doctor confidentiality. I'm pretty sure that exists in the world, and I just can't get over the fact that someone thought it was appropriate to just come out of nowhere and just start saying things that weren't even accurate. That's the most hurtful things.
Sexton has said he's now fully focused on proving his fitness ahead of Sunday's showdown. The game here, of course, is an opportunity for Ireland minus Peter O'Mahony to revive their Six Nations ambitions. Eamon Horan, RTE News at the Aviva Stadium.
The Down football manager Paddy Talley has had his 12-week ban reduced to 8 weeks by the GAA's Central Hearings Committee. Down were deemed to have been in breach of the GAA's training guidelines following a squad get-together before Christmas. Talley does still have the option to appeal that decision. There were some notable high-profile exits on day 3 of the Australian Open in Melbourne. Petra Kvitova, Bianca Andreescu and Venus Williams have all been knocked out of the women's draw, while former men's champion Stan Wawrinka also bowed out.
A day of drama in Melbourne as even the top seeds struggled. Defending men's champion Novak Djokovic needed 4 sets to overcome France's Tiafoe. Djokovic won the first before the pair took a tiebreaker set each.
Quality.
Tiafoe eventually running out of steam in the 30-degree heat.
A sad way for a quality match to finish.
Very tough match, also difficult conditions. While we had sun on the court, it was very, very warm and a lot of long rallies. I want to give a hand to Francis again for a great fight. It was a fantastic match on his part.
Former men's champion Stan Wawrinka was among the big casualties. He had 3 match points before losing in 5 sets to Martin Fucsovic. Other big names to bow out on day 3 were Petra Kvitova, Bianca Andreescu and Venus Williams. No such problems for sister Serena, who beat Serbia's Nina Stojanovic 6-3, 6-love. The catsuit inspired by Flojo. No need for the American to be at full speed just yet. Jackie Hurley, RTE News.
Derry City have landed a transfer coup by signing Manchester City midfielder and Ireland international Joe Hodge on a 6-month loan deal. The 18-year-old was Scholar of the Year at the Premier League side, and the promising midfielder is also expected to move from the Republic of Ireland under-19s squad to the 21s next month. Man City suggested Hodge move to the League of Ireland to gain first-team experience. Well, Man City are in action right now against Swansea in the 5th round of the FA Cup. Pep's side are having it all their own way there. Early stages of the second half, and City lead 3-0. Nadia Power finished second at the 800 metres. That was at the World Athletics Indoor Tour Gold Meet in France last night. The 23-year-old recorded a time of 2:03.84 and has been in brilliant form in recent weeks. She set a new 800-metre Irish indoor record in Vienna last month by shaving more than 3 seconds off her previous best time, and is one of the young Irish athletes hoping to qualify for the delayed Tokyo Olympics. Finally, for now, Irish amateurs Olivia Mahaffey and Julie McCarthy will compete at the Augusta National Women's Amateur Tournament, which returns next month after a 1-year hiatus. Both Mahaffey and McCarthy received invitations last month and were named in the 85-player field last night. It's the only women's event, of course, that takes place at the prestigious Georgia venue. That's the sport for now, so it's back to Katrina.
Thanks, Yvonne. Now, finally this evening, he's not a cat. A Texas lawyer has become an internet sensation after accidentally appearing as a kitten in a virtual court proceeding. A video of the Zoom meeting shows Rod Ponton offering to continue the meeting after assuring the judge it was just a feline filter.
Mr. Ponton, I believe you have a filter turned on in the video settings.
It was supposed to be a routine virtual court hearing. It was anything but when a judge was greeted by a kitten, a very cute one at that.
And got on my secretary's computer to get into a Zoom hearing to represent the state in a routine hearing. And when I did, got on the Zoom, everything seemed fine. My picture popped up. I was in the waiting room with the judge. When the judge called the case, I disappeared and a cat appeared instead of me, to my great surprise, of course.
Surprised, but not deterred.
I'm prepared to go forward with it. I'm here live. I'm not a cat.
Those filters are a new feature, a relatively new Zoom feature, and so he didn't even know it existed. He wasn't sure what was happening. But I promise you he learned it today.
That he did. And the judge tweeted the video to warn other Zoom users.
With so many of us now working from home and children using our computers before joining a work Zoom meeting, be sure and check the filter. No one's going to take you seriously looking like this. Diane Connor, RTE News.
Impossible to follow that. So that is Wednesday 6-1. Thanks for watching. Remember, you can keep up to date with all of today's news stories on the RTE News app.
Well, we'll be back at the same time tomorrow. But until then, from all the team, goodbye and do take care.
When you can't go swimming because of the rain. Avonmore Soup, the heartwarming goodness that makes everything good again.
Hello there and a very good evening to you. Well, our weather is continuing very cold indeed, and indeed this cold weather is set to continue as we go through tomorrow. Now tomorrow will see a difference because milder air and rain will push in from the southwest, but meeting that cold air, it's going to push slowly up across the country and will fall as sleet or snow in many places. So we have a yellow level warning for snow across much of Leinster, Munster and Connacht for tomorrow and tomorrow night. Coupled with that, a wind warning as well, due to the fact that we'll see strong southeasterly winds. So between the sleet, snow and the strong winds, which could cause drifting in places where there are higher amounts, you certainly need to take great care on the roads if you do need to make an essential journey. So taking a look at the situation, we're in this very cold air still, which fed in some further very wintry showers over North Leinster, East Ulster today. The milder air is approaching. As we go through tomorrow, it will make its way up over us, but with sleet and snow falling in many places, and you'll see that Leinster and Ulster will still be in the very cold air as we go through Friday, which means that later on Friday on into Saturday still some possibility of sleet and snow in Leinster and Ulster at that stage. This weather system is approaching. It's going to reach the southwest coast by the morning with those strong southeast winds, and it will move slowly up over us tomorrow, as I said, bringing sleet and snow to many parts of Munster, the southern half of Leinster and Connacht as it does so, with strong southeasterly winds. And then even on Friday then, still the north and east in the colder air, so more rain pushing in from the southwest and possibly falling as sleet and snow in Ulster and North Leinster on Friday night into Saturday, and it does look like we'll see some fairly heavy falls of rain over the weekend. Now here is the situation through this afternoon. afternoon and this evening. More of those very wispy light snow showers across North Leinster, East Ulster. They're going to continue for a time early tonight, but they will mostly die out. And tonight will be a very cold night with temperatures once again dropping to be as low as -3 or -4 degrees with a sharp or severe frost and ice. The winds will tend to pick up overnight from a southeasterly direction, and they'll become quite blustery as we go through tomorrow, reaching gales on south and west coast. But the blustery winds will mean that where we do see snowfall, it will leave for hazardous conditions in places. Now, the day itself will start off dry in many places, but we will see that sleet and snow pushing across up through Munster as we go through the morning, falling as snow as it moves further inland. And then as we move on through the afternoon, then it's going to make its way further to the north, affecting much of South Leinster, the Midlands and on through parts of Connacht. And again, falling as snow in places, as in many places as it does so. Amounts possibly up to about 5 centimetres in places, but possibly higher in higher ground or in any drifting due to those blustery winds. The temperatures tomorrow will only range between about 1 and 3 degrees, and then tomorrow night we're going to see further falls of sleet and snow pushing up across Leinster and possibly into South Ulster as well, giving some further falls at that stage. So overall, quite inclement weather in store. Good evening.
When you can't go swimming because of the rain. Avonmore Soup, the heartwarming goodness that makes everything good again.
This is the semi-final